Hello, hello, hello. It is Thursday, December 29th. Last show of the year. I am J1A Bob Comics, and I will be hosting the show tonight. Normally, you get me and the Jellyfinger Comics duo, but he had some emergencies come through. So, nothing too crazy, nothing that need to worry about too terribly, but family issues happened and life happened sometimes. But we're going to go ahead and have the show anyways. Sorry about last week. Last week we planned on having a show, and life happens. Life happens. It was rough for me and the missus, and Jelly had some stuff going on too with his life. So we decided, you know what, we're just not going to have one. We're going to put it aside, not worry about it, and see if anybody missed us. Now, the good news of what we're going to do tonight is we are bringing back the golden record tonight. Tonight we're going to be listening to Santa versus the Martians here in a little while. So lots of fun there. Awesome record time, awesome story time, and that's what we were going to play last week. And like I said, life happens, so we ended up having to move it to tonight. And I did not want to have to worry about playing it next year, the beginning of January, because that just didn't make sense. So a couple of days after Christmas, I'm okay. But I, William Albright's in the channel. How you doing, brother? We got two people here so far. I don't know who the other one is. But while I'm waiting for some interesting stuff, I thought, maybe just maybe I'd show you guys some of my pickups from the LCS that I got today. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Um, I enjoy previews. I love the previews magazines. I don't get them too often, but they're great for going through and reading about upcoming comics and what's going to be there and what's not. Uh, not to mention all the toys and statues. And there's always like stuff in here about like what's going to happen in like different comic storylines and stuff like that. I'm excited, but I try to get these every couple of months. I pick one up to look through. They're only $5, and your LCS can order them for you. And if they're a nice guy, right? Most LCSs can either get these for free or they get them for half price. So $5 cover price. So that means they pay $2.50. If you're good friends with your guy, you might be able to get it for free, for half price, or however. But Once Upon a Time at the End of the World was the reason why I ordered this one. It's a Jason Aaron storyline. I think it's going to be good with Boom Studios. It sounds. I mean, honestly, that was the reason why I picked this one up. We'll see. It's in my list of stuff I want to read. So previews always good. Um, the story I am continuously reading along with Jelly is Vanish. Number 3 came out while I was gone, but then we also got number 4, so I'm happy. I'll read these this week, and then I'll talk about them next week and let you guys know what I think. Uh, issue 1 and 2 so far were pretty fucking amazing. I mean, it was almost kind of like a reverse Boys, right? And then I've got my new Spider-Man Miles Morales run, and then I almost always pick up a wall book when I'm there. And I tell you what, it needs a press, but this thing is gorgeous. Beautiful Wolverine 1 from 1982 from the Frank Miller run. That 4-issue limited set. Got a great price on it. Like I said, it needs pressed, and man, after that, I think it's submit worthy. I mean, it doesn't have a single color break on it. It's got a couple little creases on it, but I really think all of it will press out. I might sell it. I might submit it myself. Who knows? Honestly. And then this one, I stumbled across this and I was like, I don't even know what it is, but I'm getting it. He sold it to me for like $4. Not unhappy about it. I don't even know whether this is a good book or not. I didn't even look it up. I know nothing about it. It's a local comic shop day. Book 1 of Batman and the Joker, The Deadly Duo by Mark Silvestri. It was the art that got me. And then the foil, I mean, the art is just, I've got a 4K camera and it's not doing it justice. Not quite sure. I'm going to look it up. But this is so beautiful that I think I might actually skip the whole humdrum and just get this graded. It's like it's painted almost to the cover. It's just, I don't even know how to put it. It's gorgeous. Let me take it out of the bag. I'll show you guys a little closer. Let me do it a little bit. Yeah, see? There we go. You really got to get the light on it to just kind of see that it's like layered in palette paint almost. I mean, the whole thing. It's just gorgeous. But like I said, this is a local comic shop day. And this must be from a couple of years ago because I get almost all of them. Unless this is one that just I didn't see that came out this year. And then the back, ooh. Ooh. Look at that. Forget that dynamic duo crap. We could be the deadly duo. Ooh, that's true. Ah, David. I like the way you think, buddy. But yeah, isn't that sexy? Anyways, I'll probably try to find a. Ooh, the art. It's all black and white, and the art is gorgeous. Yeah, not unhappy. I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious, guys. What do you think this one runs for? My LCS guy always treats me well. Let's see here. Check the old fee bays. Batman and the Joker. The Deadly Duo. LCSD. Oh, it's not bad. Like $10. There's a lot of variants out there for it, I'll tell you what. But this is by far, I'll tell you, yeah. I'm looking at all the other variant covers, the 1 in 25, the 1 in 50, the 1 in 250. So here's the 1 in 250, right? Same cover, but it's all black and white. This is way better. Yeah. Yeah. Way better. Yeah. Nope. I might have to find a Mark Silvestri signing. Send that in. Yep. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find a Mark Silvestri signing. Oh, hell yeah. I'm not unhappy. I'll tell you, I paid $6 for it, so I'm good. Right? Well, the good news is is that our story has completed. You guys, hey, you're supposed to be watching this on YouTube live. Don't me. This is history. Both you and your sister go watch it live. Go on. Madhouse Comics. Is it terrible that I have to make my children watch my show? I don't even know anymore. But we're going to have some fun here, guys. You guys are going to need to let me know whether we get audio or not, okay? Here we go. Share. Oop, wrong screen. Share screen. There we go. There we go. Is everybody ready? Let me know whether you get audio or not, okay, guys? Santa Claus Conquers the Martians from 1964, guys. Originally released on television, Dell Comics made it into a comic book in 1965, and it became a Golden Record comic in 1966. I was blown away by it the first time I heard it. Let's have some fun and enjoy. Can you hear it, guys? Perfect. Yay, time for the movie! Well, I'm trying to figure it out, guys. Give me just a second here. Let's see if we can't figure out what happened here. Where did it go?
Santa Claus conquers the Martians. Santa Claus conquers the Martians. The Martians invade Earth and kidnap Santa Claus.
Hello, boys and girls. We are going to read you a story called Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. Look at the cover. In the center, two Martians standing dressed in their spacesuits. At their right, a robot is pointing at Santa Claus and says, "Santa Claus, you're coming to Mars with us." Santa is standing next to one of his helpers who says, "Why do they want you, Santa?" Now, let's open the book and we'll find out why the Martians want Santa Claus. Inside the cover, the words say, Joseph E. Levine presents Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, written by Glenville Mareth, produced by Paul L. Jacobson, directed by Nicholas Webster. A Jailer production, an Embassy Pictures release. Now, let's begin our story, which starts on the first page in our book. I will tell you when to turn the page. Are you ready? Here we go.
Santa Claus conquers the Martians.
Something is the matter with the children on Mars. They are unhappy and depressed as they listlessly watch monitored television programs from Earth. where the joyous Christmas season is getting into full swing. Turn the page. Kimar, the leader of the Martians, is very worried as he watches his two children, Bomar and Girmar.
This interview is coming directly from the North Pole. Santa, do you think you'll be ready by Christmas Eve?
We've never disappointed the kids yet.
Kimar presses a button on his belt panel, and the television clicks off.
I told you not to watch those silly Earth programs. Go to bed.
But I want to watch Santa Claus some more. Must we go to sleep now, Father?
Yes. I'll use the sleep spray again.
Reluctantly, the children lie down on their cots. Kimar pushes another button. Instantly, the children fall fast asleep. Meanwhile, the children's mother has returned from shopping.
Is the master here, Drapo?
Yes, ma'am. In there.
Kimar, I've bought some new food pills. Hamburgers, mashed potatoes, chocolate layer cake. I hope the children will like these. They've hardly eaten a thing in 3 days.
It goes deeper than that. They seem troubled. I mentioned this to my council chiefs today, and I learned it's the same with children all around the planet.
As leader of the Martians, you must do something about it. Why don't you go to the forest and consult with Cho-Chem, the ancient one?
That's a good idea. I will go.
Kimar pushes a button on his belt panel.
Attention, council chiefs. We will meet immediately at Cho-Chem's chair in Thunder Forest.
I'll go with you, Chief.
No, thank you, Dropo. You'd better stick to your vacuuming.
Turn the page. When Kimar reaches the forest, his chiefs are already assembled.
Cho-Chem, ancient one of Mars, I call upon you.
With thunderclap, an old man appears.
We need your advice. Something is wrong with our children. They don't eat, don't sleep. Their only interest is watching meaningless Earth programs on television. It is early December on Earth, close to the time of Christmas, when the Earth children eagerly await the arrival of Santa Claus and his gifts. But, Ancient One, what has this to do with our children? We have no children on Mars. Our electronic teaching machines are attached to their brains while they are in their cradles. Information is fed into their minds in a constant stream. By the time they can walk, they are adults. They have never had fun. What do you advise? The children must be allowed to be children again. They must learn what it means to have fun. We need a Santa Claus on Mars.
With the thunderclap, Cho-Chem vanishes.
But where can we get a Santa Claus? There's only one, and he's on Earth.
Then we will bring him to Mars. We leave for Earth tonight.
That night, a spaceship carrying Kimar and his chiefs blasts off into space. Soon,
Entering Earth orbit. Now to find Santa Claus. Turn on magnoscopes, Voldar.
All right. But I'm against this whole plan. Our children are fine as they are. I don't want Santa Claus here, bringing them toys and games. They'll be playing, laughing, and running underfoot. They'll become a nuisance.
Do as you're told. We're over a city of some sort.
That's a city? All above ground? Why, we could destroy it with one blast of our Q-ray.
We have not come here to destroy anything, only to bring Santa Claus back to Mars. Do you see him?
Reluctantly, Voldar looks through his scope.
Why, I do see him. He's standing on a street corner, ringing a bell.
No. He's standing near the entrance of a building, next to a big black kettle.
Wait. I see another one.
Why, there are hundreds of Santa Clauses down there. Prepare for landing.
Turn the page. Suddenly,
Sir, Earth radar beams are being bounced off our ship.
Voldar, turn on the radar shield.
I have, but it's malfunctioning.
Rigna, check the radar box.
the box is opened and...
Drapo, what are you doing here?
Well, Chief, I went to the launching pad to say goodbye to you, and then I remembered that I've never been to Earth. I wanted to see it, so...
I may leave you there. Now get below. I'll deal with you later.
Kimar returns to the control room.
Prepare to land. We'll set down in that field near the lake.
Meanwhile, in a field near a lake, two children are talking.
The announcer on the radio says our radar picked up an unidentified flying object. They think it might have been a spaceship from another planet.
Maybe it was from Mars, Billy. What does a Martian look like?
I don't know, Betty. Nobody's ever seen one.
I don't believe there are any Martians.
You don't, huh? What would you do if one walked right up behind you?
I'd scream. Hey, Martians!
Turn the page.
Who are you?
We are from Mars. Don't be afraid. What is your name, boy?
Billy Foster, sir. And this is my sister, Betty.
Perhaps you can help us. We are trying to find one of your Santa Clauses. We have seen many of them in the city.
Oh, those are Santa's helpers. The real Santa Claus is in his workshop at the North Pole.
That's what we wanted to know. Come on, you two. We can't leave you here to inform the authorities.
Leave them alone, Voldar. We will take them only if they wish to come.
Oh, yes, please. I want to see Santa Claus.
Very well. Come along.
With everyone safely aboard, the spaceship takes off again. Soon,
Approaching North Pole. Prepare for landing. Drapo, you'll stay aboard and guard the children. Rigner, Hargo, Voldar, you'll accompany me. We will activate Torg.
Torg? To capture a roly-poly little man like Santa Claus?
We can't take any chances. We'll surround the workshop and send Torg in to get Santa. Nobody is to be harmed, unless he gets in our way.
Bah, nobody is to be harmed. What's happened to the great warriors of our planet? Mars used to be the planet of war. You will destroy us with your softness, Chimar. Santa Claus, games, toys, laughing children.
To your posts.
Turn the page. As soon as the spaceship lands,
Torg, come out of the spaceship. Torg. Torg, follow me.
soon
That's the workshop. Come on. There's Santa. Get him, Torg.
Ho, 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 ho! Where did you come from? You're the biggest toy I've ever seen. Turn around.
obediently, Torg obeys.
Very well made, too.
At the window,
By the great dog star, Santa is treating Torg like a toy.
He has become a toy.
We'll have to get Santa Claus ourselves. Come on.
the Martians burst into the room, ray guns drawn.
Santa Claus, you're coming with us.
Now turn the page.
No, you can't take him away. It's too near Christmas.
Volda fires his gun, and the helper seems to freeze like a statue. Angrily, the others move forward.
Get them.
In a minute, they are all standing like statues.
Why did you do that to my helpers?
It's harmless and will wear off in a little while. Now, come with us. We need you on Mars.
Let's go, old man.
Back in the spaceship, Santa Claus is put into a locked room with Betty and Billy.
Why so glum, children?
It's exciting to meet you and to visit Mars, but we've been thinking about Mom and Dad. They're going to be angry.
Perhaps you'll find a way to go home soon. Now I have a riddle. What's soft and round, and you put it on the end of a stick and toast it in the fire, and it's green?
I give up. What?
A Martian marshmallow. Ho, ho, ho!
That's what we're turning into. Martian mallows. Soft, weak. That old man is a menace. And the Earthlings could be dangerous. I must get rid of them.
Voldar enters the room, a plan forming in his mind.
Well. And our Santa and the little Earthlings. It must be tiresome being cooped up here. Would you like to see the rest of the ship?
I don't trust you.
Come on. That's not the Christmas spirit. Let's go on a grand tour with Mr. Voldar.
Don't forget to turn the page. Did you turn the page? Good. Now, let's go on with our story. They all follow Voldar through the various rooms of the ship. Then,
And this room is in the airlock, the place where you come when you're ready to go out into space. You put on your spacesuit and go through that door.
Where's the control that opens the door?
Up on the control deck. Once the switch is pulled, a warning bell rings in here. Then, in 60 seconds, the door opens and you are pulled out into space.
That must be the door timer there.
they all turn to look. The sound of a door slamming shut brings them around.
Volder's gone.
I can't open the door. He's locked us in.
Perhaps he just stepped out for a moment.
No, he's not like Kimar and the others. He's bad.
Just then,
Listen, the alarm bell on the timer's ringing. That means in 60 seconds we'll be sucked out in space. Help! Help! Kimar!
Oh, Santa, what are we going to do?
What did you say this pipe was?
The air duct. But it's too small for anyone to crawl through.
Now turn the page. Up in the control room, Kimar hears the ringing of the bell.
Who is in the airlock? What's going on, Voldar?
They are interrupted by Droppo.
Chief, Santa and the children are missing.
Where are they?
Drifting around in space with the rest of the space junk.
You fool!
A bitter fight follows. Finally, Voldar gets the upper hand. But Kimar reaches out and pulls a switch on the control panel. The spaceship begins to tilt sharply. Kimar renews his attack.
Oh!
Finally,
Before I'm through with you, Voldar, you'll wish you were out there, drifting in space.
turn the page. Suddenly,
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, everybody!
You're all right. I thought...
Well, when Voldar left us in the airlock and then came up here and threw the door switch, we knew we had to clear out of that room in a hurry.
So we crawl through the air duct.
But how? The air duct is this big, Santa.
Ho, ho! Old Santa's been down some pretty tight chimneys.
But I don't understand.
Now, you wouldn't want me to give away my secrets, would you? Look at Voldar, poor man. He's fainted, just like someone who's seen a ghost.
Voldar is put into the locked room. Soon,
We've landed, Rignum. You and Hargo get Voldar and take him to the council room. He will stand trial immediately.
Right, Chief.
the Martians go below.
Merry Christmas, Voldar. On your feet and come with us.
As their only response is a muffled grunt.
Droppo,
Hurriedly, they unbind the excited Droppo.
where's Voldar? I was handing him his food pills through the bars when he grabbed my wrists and...
Rigna quickly presses the button on his belt panel.
Kima, Voldar has escaped.
Well, that can only mean trouble. Put a constant guard on Santa and the Earth children. I have a feeling that Voldar will be back.
Turn the page. Meanwhile, Betty, Billy, and Santa are taken to Kimar's home.
Welcome, Santa Claus. We hope you will make the children of Mars happy.
Would you mind starting with our youngsters? They are inside studying.
So,
And therefore, the proper equation would be RC minus Y over 5 pi R squared to the 41st power. Next example. To determine the correct orbit.
the children catch sight of their visitors and rise to greet them.
Billy and Betty, this is Bomar and Girmar.
Hi.
And here is another Earth person who would like to meet you.
Ho, ho, ha, ha, he!
Finding Santa's laughter infectious, Betty and Billy begin laughing too. Slowly, Bomar and Girmar begin to smile. Their smiles become giggles, and then happy roars of laughter.
It's a miracle.
The next day, Kimar sets up a workshop for Santa Claus.
It's beautiful, but it's not much like the one I had at the North Pole.
Of course not. Here, everything works automatically. If you want dolls, you push this button. For teddy bears, you push this one. Cars, this one. And so on.
That's certainly easy. We'll get right to work.
Santa, Drapo, and the children work busily all day.
My finger is tired from pressing buttons. I think I'll go put it to bed.
As they are leaving, Drapo stops beside a Santa Claus suit hanging on a clothes tree.
Pretty nice, eh? Lady Momar made it for me.
Could I try it on, Santa, please?
Sure, but it won't fit you. You'd have to fatten up first.
Turn the page. Drapo goes to his room. Then when everyone is asleep,
Santa's right. I've got to fatten up. I can try food pills, malted milk, chocolate cake, banana split, whipped cream. No, pills will take too long. Stuffing is what I need.
Drapo quickly stuffs 2 pillows under his coat.
Very good. Now for a little wrinkle.
Finally,
Ho, ho, ho! Now I'm Santa Claus. My finger isn't tired. I'm going to the workshop and make some more toys.
but someone has reached the workshop before him. Voldar and 2 companions.
There it is, Voldar. The toy machine.
Come on.
Stealthily, Voldar opens the machine and makes some quick changes in the wiring.
That should fix it. The toys will never be the same.
Someone's coming.
The intruders duck behind the conveyor belt as Drapo enters.
What a break. Santa Claus.
He's alone. There are no guards.
Jingle bells, jingle all up.
Come with me, my fat little friend. I have plans for you.
Turn the page. The next morning, in Kimar's house,
Kimar, I can't find Drapo.
I loaned him my other suit last night. He has probably put it on and gone over to the workshop to pretend he's Santa Claus. Let's go and see.
but
He's not here, Santa.
That's funny. The lights are on. Well, he'll turn up. Let's get started.
Santa goes to the toy machine.
1 teddy bear and 1 doll.
Immediately, 2 toys appear.
Santa, stop the machine. This teddy bear has a doll's head.
And this doll has a teddy bear head.
I can't understand it. Let's try a baseball bat.
But
It's a bat with a tennis racket head. I'd better call Father.
when Kimar comes, he peers into the machine.
Someone has deliberately switched all the wiring. This, the disappearance of Drapo, and the Santa Claus suit. It all adds up to Voldar.
Kimar leaves the workshop. Suddenly,
Voldar,
Surprised to see me?
you're under arrest.
Stop playing with toys, Kimar. My weapon is more powerful than that ray gun. I'm holding Santa Claus, and one false move means your ho-ho-ho man will be destroyed.
What do you want, Voldar?
Here are my terms. First, destroy the toy machine. Second, I'll release Santa if you promise to send him and the Earthlings back to their planet and forget about this Christmas nonsense.
But, Voldar, are you sure you have Santa Claus?
You know I have him.
turn the page. Kimar opens the door to the workshop.
Then who is that?
But I left him in my cave, under heavy guard.
Maybe Santa has powers you don't know about. All right. Come on into this storeroom. We'll wait there for the guards to come and take you back to jail.
What are you going to do with me?
You'll stand trial before the council. I don't think you'll be causing any more trouble.
Furtively, Voldar eyes the plank which rests on a box between them. Then, furiously, Voldar flings himself at Kimar. Taken off guard, Kimar goes down before Voldar's attack. In a few minutes, Kimar is unconscious on the floor. Billy, coming out into the hall, overhears Voldar and runs back into the workshop.
Santa, Voldar's in the storeroom. He's coming to get you.
Oh? Well, maybe he'd like to have fun with our toys. We'll see that he does. Won't we, kids? Now, this is what we'll do.
Turn the page. Moments later, Voldar enters the workshop.
Oh, ho, ho. We meet again.
I don't know how you got away from me before, but you won't do it this time.
Voldar points his ray gun at Santa, ready to fire. Then,
Okay, kids.
then, angrily, Voldar starts toward Santa Claus. Quickly, Girmar rolls dozens of marbles toward the advancing Martian. Turn the page. Voldar now becomes the target of an all-out aerial attack. Then the ground force strikes. Then
All right, children. You can stop now.
the children come out of their hiding places, breathless and happy. Suddenly,
Droppo!
I escaped from the cave where Voldar was having me held, and here I am.
Just look at him, Kimar. You don't need me here. You have a wonderful Santa Claus of your own.
I think you are right.
Ho, ho, ho!
turn the page. Soon, Santa Claus and the Earth children are at the spaceport.
Goodbye, Billy. Goodbye, Betty dear. We're going to miss you.
Goodbye, Santa. Thank you for bringing happiness to our children.
I've left you in good hands. My substitute will carry on for me.
Merry Christmas, everybody! Droppo Claus is here.
In a few minutes, the spaceship is on its way toward the planet Earth to deliver the children and Santa Claus, just in time for Christmas.
was an excellent little boy this year, and I got lots of good presents for Christmas, including my wife made me some homemade chocolate chip cookies, which are phenomenal. Now, the good news is we will be back to having these golden records a little bit more often, and we have a ton of them stashed away. We have went out and spent thousands of dollars, and gotten, Fantastic Four #1, Amazing Spider-Man #1, Journey into Mystery #83, Avengers #4. We've got some Superman, some Batman, and some other really awesome ones. We will be kind of leaking them out here and there. We're not going to do it every week because we want them to last for a little while. But we're gonna kind of try to do it every week or two, maybe every 3 weeks, in between our rantings and ravings, and have just some fun, right? I know that you guys had a good time and enjoyed the story. For our followers that enjoy these, I know I did. I actually got up from the computer, went into the other room, laid down on the couch with my wife and kids, and we watched the story go, just like you guys would. And I rushed back in here when the story was almost over. I'm not gonna lie, that was fun. My kids are like, "Where are you going?" I was like, "I gotta go finish hosting the show." So, if you haven't done so already, do us a favor, hit that like button, leave us a note in the story, in the comments. Tell us whether you like these stories. We've had a lot of results from them. People seem to have really liked them. And we have people that go back and rewatch them, which is kind of interesting. I found that, honestly, my kids are 13 and 15, both girls. Neither one really likes comics, but they like these. They enjoy these. They think they're fun. So, you never know. You might make your kids sit down with you next time we do one and watch the show with you and see what they think. It's just a nice way to kind of make comics. She's almost 13. She's 12. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. That's besides the point. But all I can ask you guys is to come on out tomorrow, support the Madhouse. I myself am going to do a round or two of books for charity for Lady Vetica, in case you hadn't heard. Her father passed away. It was rather sudden. They're going to be absent from the show for a while, Lady Vetica and Helvetica both. Handful of us are going to be taking over for the time being and just keeping everything running smoothly, at least to our best of our ability. It's not going to be anywhere as smooth as what they usually do, but we're going to try. But get out there. Tell somebody you know that you truly care about. You love them. Okay? Reach out, whether it be a mom, a dad, a brother, a sister, an aunt, uncle, a cousin. You never know. Reach out. Let them know you love them. Let them know you're here. And just try and spread a little bit of that love. Holiday cheer is I didn't feel too much of it around this year. Going around the stores and the shopping and everything else. It was different. I'm used to the bell ringers and the music playing, and just seemed like it was a little down compared to normal years. So get out there and spread a little bit yourself. Saturday is New Year's Eve. Do something fun. If you're an adult, go adult. My kids will be at their mother's. It's going to be the first year that my wife and I will be able to actually go out and adult a little bit. Where we're going to go, I have no clue. But we're going to go somewhere. We're going to adult. We're gonna be sipping champagne at midnight, kissing, and who knows? She might still be watching in the other room. But we're going to figure something out. That's enough of that. We got right at an hour in. Again, I'm J1, A Bob Comics. Our normal host, Jellyfingers Comics, again, had some family stuff come up and was not able to be here. And I didn't want to go 2 weeks without. So I decided to take them home and do it myself. But we'll see. You'll see us again here on the Mad Chatter, beginning of the new year. Next week, next Thursday, same time, same bat time, same bat channel. And for now, I'm going to tell you all good night, God bless, and I love you all.